Hi, in today's video I will transform this Daiwa Tatula 80 into a BFS beast, and I will achieve this by installing a very light, shallow BFS spool and also by installing a drag liquer. And also we will see about the handle. I will take a weight of the handle just to see how heavy it is. Maybe it makes sense to replace this one into a carbon one, just to reduce the weight. Basically, the idea behind all this video is this. Daiwa has a few high-end BFS reels that do share the same frame as this Tatula, which is a very good, very compact, comfortable frame. But the problem is that those high-end Daiwa BFS reels are expensive, obviously. So yeah, I guess without any further delays, let's get to work. So I will begin by replacing or removing the handle itself. Try to keep the components kinda in a row, just like going like that. Not too tight, lucky me. So yeah, first of all I will install the drag liquer. Or actually I will take a weight of the handle right now just to know, and then at some point after we are done we will check whether it makes sense to bother getting a new handle, carbon one. Okay, I will remove the spool as well. Interestingly, this Daiwa, as you can see here, this kind of screw to release a side plate. One thing I have to say about this Daiwa Tatula, I absolutely love the looks of the reel, just black. See, you screw it until it kind of pops out, and then you just push the side plate downwards, and that's it. That's the spool. Actually, since I'm about to take my scales to take the weight of the spool or of the handle first, then I will take the weight of the spool. So as you can see, handle is 21.6 grams, so I will write it down. Handle 21.63 grams. And now let's take the weight of the spool, right? So as you can see, spool is 15 grams. I just will write spool original 15.1 grams. That's a very, very heavy spool. And even though this reel can cast from about 5 to 20 grams, so 5 grams it can cast quite well, which is impressive for this weight, I have to admit. And now let's have a look at this new spool, right? How heavy this one is. I believe it's about 6 grams, but let's have a quick look. Not too sure what's that. Wow, it feels super light compared. 6.6. So as you can see, we are saving about 9 grams. Spool new, 6.6 grams. So yeah, we have saved almost 10 grams overall weight, and also we saved about those 10 grams, 9 grams on the spool. So this reel now with the spool will cast just beautifully. Okay, we are done with taking weights, and now let's go back to installing the drag liquer, right? So what I will use, small Allen key, and we'll get those screws out. Oh, actually it has one simple screw, just like a Phillips one. It's out, and another one here. Really, it takes probably 5 minutes to install the drag liquer, maybe even less. Yeah, there is one that is just a simple one. Let's see if we can, or no, actually I will grab a smaller screwdriver. Here we go. And that's my side plate that covers gears. Should be free, more or less. Here we go. Okay. Nice. As you can see, very thick, big ass block to squeeze down the carbon washer or the brakes. It's quite tight. Very tight, actually. It's like need to align it almost perfectly just to get it moving. No, just a solid piece of aluminum by the looks of it. Okay, and that's a very, you know, minimal brake assembly, if you will. Okay, so now I'll grab that drag liquor. I will need to clean here a little bit, so I'll use just some soft like paper towel just to remove most of the grease. Obviously I could remove all this block and like wash it in some acetone or whatever, but it should be okay. Now just we'll clean it a little bit better with air cleaner, I guess, and that should be nice and clean. Here we go. Okay, now I'll grab that drag liquor set just to see what I'm getting here. Oh, and someone asked me, how do you know which one to buy? So you take the reel apart, you measure this block, you measure the hole, measure the diameter, and then you buy. That applies to any reel. Oh look, I got extra clicking elements. That's cool. So let me quickly check how those heights will be. Actually, it might be, looks like it might be just perfect, because you know I might have a good, yeah, it looks like it might be just about perfect when it comes to me being able to tie down, you know. Maybe a little bit less of braking power than original one, which I'm, you know, absolutely fine with. Okay, so let's try and install it. Basically, this element should have some kind of stickier base, if you will. Once you remove the film here, yeah, it sticks a little bit. And then I just will slap it on in the center here. Yeah, looks alright. Now I will add a little bit of grease, like on the teeth itself. So my drag would be like, you know, a little bit like more dampened, if you will, by that grease. That will do. Now we are going with a carbon washer. Very, very tight fit. And then I will add a little bit of oil, just a basic real oil on the washer itself. I don't need to add it from both sides because carbon, you know, just soaks through. And then we go with a clicking element. Obviously, if you will want, you can kind of adjust those teeth, you know, just to make it sound louder or less loud. Actually, I might straighten this one a little bit. It looks like it might be a bit too much. That's it. And the last one goes on top. Let's go logo up. And that's hopefully it. Well, all elements are in place. Now the question is whether the height will be correct or not. It should be, I hope. Just testing it, you know, by, yeah, it clicks. Okay, let's see how it will look like once I put everything back together. So you can see, guys, it's very, very basic process. It takes longer, obviously, because I'm trying to explain you what I'm doing, but in general, it's very, very quick. And boom. And that's it. So now we have really, really cool BFS reel. And actually, since we are finished with the reel, let's quickly check how much weight we can save with a handle, you know, or when it comes to replacing the handle. Also, let's quickly measure how long this handle is, like roughly. So it is, what's that, 9.5 centimeters, 9, no 9, yeah, it's 9 from center of the axle to another axle, it's 9, yeah, so 9 centimeters, 90 mil, 90, not 19, so yeah, I will have a quick look and let's see. So for example, I have this one, 5 pound, 34p, 17 grams, and size looks to be correct. You can get it in different colors, black including, that you need for this Tatula, and obviously you will need this whole size, 8 by 5 millimeters. And yeah, it seems that it has bearings in each knob, and yeah, exactly the same length. I believe it will be, even though it says 10.6 centimeters, but it's from edge to edge to the center of the knob axle. It will be about 9.5 or 9 centimeters, so it will be perfect. So yeah, you will save about 4 to 5 grams of weight by installing this carbon handle as well. And I quite like these knobs as well. But again, It's not a huge deal, just about 4 to 5 gram saving. On the same note, I will say this. I will leave links below for the spool, for the drag liquer set, and for the handle as well. Have a look. And at some point, I might consider testing out the setup and putting up a video whilst me testing the reel. Let me know if you would want to see the video when this new spool and drag liquer is being put to the test. So yeah, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.